Hey guys, let's go and find out if the new Darkypus monster in Monster Legends is worth getting. So Darkypus looks like this. It looks like kind of just a dark platypus or like a zombie platypus. Something like that, but it looks kind of cool. I kind of like the design, but at the same time I kind of don't. I'm very in the middle with this one. But yeah, I guess it looks alright. It's definitely not a bad design. And it is an attacker, which is good. Attackers are always needed. And its traits are super attuned to poison immunity and self-double maximum stamina. None of those traits really scream amazing, and none of them even really are very good, to be honest. Actually, super attuned is pretty good, to be honest. That's pretty decent. But yeah, the rest are just kind of bad. I guess self-double maximum stamina is okay. But yeah, you aren't really immune to any controlling. The only thing you're immune to is poison, which is not very good. So yeah, that's an okay trait, I guess. And then the relics are sword and sword, which are good for an attacker. I like those relics. Now let's go on down to the pros and the cons. So he is super attuned to stamina regen and double maximum stamina, which synergize well with extra turns. That's cool. Didn't know he had extra turns. And he has 4 tortures and poison, nightmares, bleed, toxins, which are all pretty decent, especially toxins. Toxins is great. And then good stats except life, which is true. So life isn't too horrible though. And then he also can infinitely extra turn chain until he runs out of stamina. That is actually very, very good. I like that a lot. Especially since he has super attune. That's pretty cool. And then he also has very low cooldowns and stamina costs, which is really good for infinitely chaining extra turns. So amazing so far. And then the cons are a horrid trait besides status caster. And of course, status casters can be removed very, 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 very easily. So keep that in mind. And then relics could have been better, which I guess is true, but they're still pretty good. And then a bad damage output, which doesn't really matter if you can infinitely chain extra turn moves, since you can just stack damage. But let's see what the moves look like. So he has a 25 dark damage and nightmares with an extra turn. That's cool, 2 cooldown. He also has a 15 nature damage with a poison and an extra turn with a 2 cooldown. And then also a 20 dark damage with bleed and an extra turn with 1 cooldown. So yep, that is definitely infinite chaining. And then an AoE poison and toxins that you can end off on, which is also pretty decent. So, overall, if the enemies don't have anticipation, you are golden. You'll probably win. Yeah, you're just pretty good if they don't have anticipation. But if they do have anticipation, you're kind of screwed, and this monster becomes useless very quickly. So yeah, that is something to think about. His recommended runes are 3 strength or 2 strength and 1 speed, life, or team speed. I would do 2 strength, 1 team speed, most likely. Yeah, that's definitely what I do. Definitely go with that. But I guess you could do 3 strength if you really want to. But yeah, overall, he seems okay. You kind of need to get him to rank 3. That is his best trait. The other 2 are kind of, super attuned is fine. But self-double maximum stamina is definitely his best one, especially since you're going to be infinite extra turn spamming. And you really need more stamina to be able to do that. You need the most stamina you can get. So that status caster is very much needed. Very, very needed. So definitely try to get that if you're going to use this monster on your team. And yeah, overall, he seems fine. His moves are okay. At least they have some negative effects. You actually have a few different negative effects. You have nightmares, poison, bleed, and toxins, which are all pretty good. And you can apply bleed, poison, and nightmares all on the same turn with that extra turn, as long as you don't get anticipation. But yeah, overall, you can do those all on the same turn, which is really good. And you can infinitely chain these, so you might be able to even get them on multiple different monsters, which is really good. I like that a lot. And yeah, if you get that maximum stamina up, or double maximum stamina, you can go ahead and just chain even longer, because you'll have more stamina to play with. So, overall, pretty good monster. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of Darkypus, though. Let me know what monsters you guys are planning on using this monster with, because I would, of course, like to know. And yeah, what runes and relics you're going to use. And then also, go ahead and tell me down in the comments what you guys think of this monster's design. I think it looks alright. I don't think it's the worst design in the world, but it's definitely far from the best design in the world. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the design, though, of Darkypus, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Monster Legends videos like this. Goodbye.